so much for clicking. If you're new here, I am Cherono and I am a Kenyan living and studying in the Philippines. And by the way, guys, I am a nursing student. So for those who are new here, I have not subscribed yet. Please remember to subscribe and turn on those post notification bells. I mean, you don't wanna miss out on the premiere game, okay? Please be part of the premiere game and wow. So remember to subscribe. And for those people who are returning, wow, guys, I always see your support. I see your love. Wow, I really appreciate your support, guys. My subscribers, wow, you guys are an amazing family. I really appreciate you guys. So thank you so much for always coming to watch me. I really appreciate it. And by the way, guys, so before we get started in the live stream, remember to hit that like button and then let me know where you're watching me from so that I can shout you out, okay? So please let me know where you're watching me from so that I can shout you out. And remember to like and share the live stream, guys, if you can, okay? So, wow, welcome to today's live stream. I'm coming to you live from the Philippines. So, wow. And guys, in the Philippines right now, we are struggling with super typhoon. We have this typhoon, I think it is called Typhoon Karding, Super Typhoon Karding or something like that. Yeah, I think that is the name of the typhoon. It has been raining since last night, you guys. And you know, if there's one thing I fear about the Philippines, is the typhoons. When it starts to rain in the Philippines, it becomes messy, okay? There's always a lot of cases. There's always a lot of casualties, okay? There's those people who are living in a low flood, like in a low area where they can how do I explain that? There are those people who are living in low areas where there is floods, where it can really get flooded. Do you know, guys, it really gets flooded. It fills up your house, you know. So we've had a lot of cases, people having to evacuate their homes, people having nowhere to stay, you know. And when a typhoon happens in the Philippines, even if there is work, if you're going to work, they'll have to suspend the work. So right now where I am, we are in level 5 of typhoon, and thank God, thankfully, we are on a highland, so we're not really affected with the typhoon. So I really thank God for that. But guys, speaking of typhoon, I've ever once been affected with a typhoon, and that's why when I hear something that has to do with typhoon, I really get scared, because we had to evacuate our house because it was flooded, you guys. I think I shared that video here on YouTube. So if you have not watched it yet, I will leave the link in the description box or in the pinned comment so that you might go and see how that was, okay? So that was crazy. We really had to walk in water that was up to our waist, which was crazy. But anyhow, it was quite an experience that I'll never really forget. Yeah, so for those people, I hope everybody is keeping safe. If you're living in the Philippines, I hope you are safe. And yeah, so let's just hope that the typhoon will come and go without any casualties. But as always, guys, it always gets flooded in the Philippines. So thank you so much for clicking on the live stream. Remember to like. So Kate Kesh is watching from Kenya. Whoa, Kenya is in the building. And then there is, of course, my very good friend, OFW Mix TV. Of course, I saw Mackenzie is watching from Uganda. Wow, you guys, I really appreciate it. Wow, who is this? Hadel Rise, watching from Pakistan. Wow. Hi guys, so let me know as you come in, let me know where you're watching me from. And as you can already tell by the title, this is a live Q&A, you guys. If you have any burning questions, you can drop it down, and then I will, if I see it and I'm able to answer it, I will try and answer it to the best of my capabilities, okay? So let me know where you're watching me from, and please remember to like. I know it has been a long time since I did a live stream, but today I decided, you know, classes for tomorrow has been suspended, so why not do a live stream, come and connect with you guys. So I really appreciate it, okay? So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for those people who are here. who are always here watching my life. Guys, really, I can't believe, like, when I go and look on my at my YouTube subscriptions and see a lot of people that have subscribed to me. I am like, wow, all these people really, really trust me like this. So really, I really appreciate you guys. So thank you so much for always supporting me and always comment. I see those people who are always there, every video, they are always there to comment, they are always there to like. Wow, I really appreciate you guys. So anyhow, like I was saying, I am here in the Philippines. For those people who are just coming in, right now in the Philippines we are experiencing a super typhoon, which is called, I think, Karding or something like that. I'm not sure about the name, or I'm not even sure about the pronunciation. So that is the typhoon, that is something that is going on right now in the Philippines, and it is really serious in a way that right now where I am, it is at level 5. So that tells you how serious that is. Okay, so if you live in the Philippines, or if you heard a lot about Philippines, you know we really prone to typhoons. Okay, where I come from, Kenya, there is nothing like typhoon. Like, okay, yes, it will rain, it will get flooded, but not really like here in the Philippines it will flood. Like, I remember one day I have a video of me, like I did a video like that is, was it last year or 2020? Was it 2021 or 2020 that I was affected with floods, guys? When I first came to the Philippines, I didn't know the perfect place to live, so we were living in the low area where it is prone to floods. So guys, it rained. At night it rained. The electricity even disappeared. Okay, so really, one thing I love about the Philippines, the electricity doesn't always really go. Like, you don't experience blackouts as often. So that day it really rained, there was blackouts, and you know when blackouts happens here in the Philippines, it's always only for a few minutes and then it comes back. Okay, but then that day there was blackout for the whole night. And I didn't even see it coming. Like, I was like, okay, this is weird. This is the Philippines and we are experiencing blackouts. Wow. And I was like, okay, maybe the electricity will come back later. I even went to sleep without electricity coming back. It was blackout. Woke up, blackout. I was like, okay, this is serious. So at 5 a.m. in the morning, I could hear some commotions outside. People were, there was motorbikes, tricycles. You know, it's like people are moving. So I was like, what's going on? Why is this is 5 a.m. in the morning? It shouldn't be so they shouldn't, people shouldn't be awake by now. And this, and of course it was on a Sunday or something like that. So of course people don't wake up that early when it's on a Sunday. That is a family day here in the Philippines. So I was surprised, like, what's happening? So anyhow, I really didn't, like, it didn't even cross my mind that okay, there could be, it could be like, but no, it did actually cross my mind at some point. I was like, okay, what happens if we, because at that time I had lived in the Philippines for like a year plus, and I used to hear stories like it rains and then the next day we'll see in the news like, oh, there was a few casualties, the people died, people evacuated from their homes, you know. And I was always like, okay. So it never once crossed my mind that I can never experience that. So that day I was just, I don't know, I was just relaxed. But then yeah, so he was like, okay, what happens if I also experience the same things that I see on TV? But then I was like, scratch that idea, that is a bad idea. So scratch that out of my mind. So if you're from Africa, if you're from where I am from, like from my tribe, they'll say, spit that saliva out. So like when you say something that is somehow not good, they'll tell you to spit the saliva out. So I was like, I need to spit that saliva out, it is bad. So, and then I went back to sleep. In the morning, there was still, like, it was still raining, and now it is pouring so heavily. I was like, okay, let me go outside and see what's going on. My goodness, to my surprise, the floods, the rain was just, it was just flooding. It was really flooded, and I was like, OMG, what's going on? So I came back and I woke my sister up. I told her, what, you're sleeping? I think there is something going on. So, wow. So by the time we now decided, okay, let's now go back, and I think between me and going outside and coming back and having a conversation with my sister about it like 2 hours elapsed. So by the time I decided to go back and now check what's going on outside, the floods were already coming to our apartments, you know. And we were so shocked. We were worried. Our phones were dying, and we didn't have like we don't have the internet. Like if you go to the local sari shops, the sari shops are these small shops that are within the community where you can get anything that you want easily. Like for example, load. So we couldn't find load. We tried finding load, but we couldn't find it. So we were like, wow. So all the shops, they were sold out. They didn't have load. Our phones were dying. Nobody has electricity. We don't even have like we actually that time, yeah, I think I used to have a power bank, but it wasn't charged because I didn't think I might need to use it. So wow. So we were like, by the time we were trying to figure out what we were going to do, the floods were already coming into the house, you guys. The floods were already coming into the house. So that's why when today I saw like all this typhoon going on, I was like, no, I must talk about this story. So that was crazy. Like the floods came into the water was starting to come into the house. We were like, OMG, what is this? Remember right now, right at that time we were new in the Philippines. Okay, not really new, but this was new to us. It has never ever happened. We always used to see it in the news, but we never really thought it would happen to us. Like it was just something that we were seeing in the news. So that time we were shocked. We didn't even know what to do. Now we are confused. We are like, what are we gonna do? What are we going to do? OMG. So we tried, okay, we said, okay, the only thing we can do is get out of the house. Let's just leave the house. Let's go find somewhere to sleep for the night before we can figure out what to do next. So by the time we left the house, so, and our neighbors, thank goodness we really had really good neighbors. Guys, wow. We really had good neighbors. Really good. Like, there was a woman that was, actually, she was an elderly woman. She's like a mother to us, you guys. She really treated us like their children, literally. She was always checking us on us, like, should anything, like, I was never worried when she was around, you know, and she was always around. I was never worried. Like, if there's anything, she will come and tell me, oh, there's this. If there's anything, she will always come and say. Or, I remember even the fact, like, we even used to go and ask her, like, when you don't have gas in the house, you call somebody that will deliver the gas for us. She'll do actually a lot for us. We don't have what. Sometimes we couldn't even have, like, during lockdown, you guys. Lockdown was crazy. It was a crazy time. Like, okay, I know this is me jumping to another story, but let me just say this because I remember that my neighbor, and was so like, I'll come back to the story. I'll just pause it there and then come back to it. So this my neighbor was really good in a way that during lockdown it was messed up. Like, you cannot, guys, during lockdown, the first lockdown in the Philippines, it was crazy. Like, where they sell, like, for example, the supermarkets used to close really early, and also where they sell water, the water stations, they also used to close by 12. Some will close by 11 a.m. in the morning, and they open like for 2 hours and they are closed. So sometimes by the time you realize, like, you don't have water in the house, drinking water, because here in the Philippines you cannot drink tap water, okay? Tap water is not good for drinking. So you literally buy drinking water. So by the time you figure out, like, oh, I need water, we forgot we don't have water, there is no water. And then one crazy thing happened to us during the lockdown. We used to have one container for water, and then now we gave it away for water to be delivered, and then that is how our container disappeared. We never saw it again. And remember, it is lockdown. Getting things is not easy. Things were not easily accessible. So this woman was really helpful to us, like, in a way that she will even give us, like, sometimes you don't have drinking water and she will give us drinking water, you guys. You know, you go in a house with a jug and she will fill it up with drinking water. That is how good she was. So that time during the typhoon, now she told, I think that was Typhoon Anna. So she told us, you know, I think it is getting really flooded. So please try to elevate your things. Guys, imagine us. We are new in the Philippines. We are new to the floods. We didn't even think like one day we're gonna experience floods in our house. So she told us you should elevate your things. Now we were shocked. We were like, okay, now how do we do this? How do we do this? Now we have to elevate everything. Everything that is on the floor, we have to put it, you have to elevate it, put it maybe in your bed. But then they were like, what thing that scared us most was the fact that she told us like, but the elevating might not even help because you may not know. The water can get, let me tell you guys, the water can get up to 6 feet high. Like, you don't even understand, like, wow. So she told us, just elevate it for just in case. But then I cannot promise that nothing is going to happen. So we did what we could. We elevated what we could elevate. And then we decided, okay, now let's leave. One good thing about the Philippines, guys, the places that are prone to floods, there's always rescue centers. So that is the best thing in the Philippines. Like, there's always a rescue center where that place is maybe elevated or somehow, I don't know how, but there's always a rescue center where you can go there and you can you can get help if those people who are elderly, the children, you can get cozy there, and they can also they offer free food there, So but then for us, we were like, okay, let's just try to find a hotel, go there and stay there. Wow. Wow. So let me tell you guys, that was the beginning of a long journey. That was the beginning of a long day. Wow, we really got to experience a lot. I wouldn't say we really, like, I'm telling you guys, the water was on our waist, like it was that high, it was on our waists. So we were I don't know, right now it seems funny, but it was really scary at that time. We are now we want to live where we are staying. We want to go and at least find a hotel, guys. So getting out from that place to where it was less floodly, or where you can just walk on normal ground without water was it was crazy. It was a crazy time. Wow, we really had an experience, and unfortunately, like I said, there was no electricity for the whole night. Like the whole night it was raining, and the electricity, there was blackout. So the phones were really dying. So we tried to record, but we couldn't record much, because that was really something that we were like, this is a story that it's really gonna, like, it's something that you can sit down and tell somebody one day. So wow, that was crazy. So we were walking on our water up, it was just like, so if you lift and the way we were walking now, we are walking systematically in a way that you can't lift your legs up because you might float. And for us, let me tell you guys, yes, we come from Kenya, and where we come from, there's not many, like, we don't have a beach or something. Yes, there's beaches in Kenya, but where we stay, where we live, where we come from, the part of the country where you come from, we don't easily find those things. So if you want to go swimming, maybe go to a river. And those things were actually for boys mostly. They were for boys, not girls. It was not a girl thing. So swimming in the river, you only find the boys. So I'm sure most of my brothers, they can really swim well, but none of my sisters can, because that was not a girl thing, going to the river and swimming. So yeah, so swimming for us is not it's not something that was there. So we were like, okay, now we are in this water. The water is dirty, dirty. And then we have to walk on this water. And funny enough, we were even shocked. We were like, since the water is up here, the tables can float, okay? So people will float their tables and put some drinks. Filipinos are funny in that way. So we would pass by, see people sitting down in the rain. The rain is pouring down. They have their table floating on the water, and they're drinking their Red O's, enjoying their life. The children will be there with their floaters, swimming in the water. Like, it's a happy day for them. We were like, as we are scared, we really want to just get to somewhere safe. And for these people, they're just so comfortable. They're just swimming. And they're like, oh, this is your first time? This is your first time experiencing flood? We were like, yeah. They're like, oh, yeah, welcome to the Philippines. And we were like, okay. that was a really good, I don't know, was it a good welcome? I don't know. I don't know, you guys. So that was a crazy story. That was crazy. That was a crazy experience, you guys. So anyway, eventually and let me tell you guys, there were no cars. Like we even thought like okay, we've come, like somehow we thought we've we've gone from a low flooded area. Now let's go, we are going no, we were going, it was even getting worse. As we were going, the water was getting deeper, like it was going it was a crazy experience. But anyway, eventually we made it out, and we found a place to sleep for that night. And then the next day the typhoon was already, like, it was, the next day it was, the sun was up here and it was shining like it never rained. One funny thing, it was shining like it never rained. If it was if you will be living in the province, you'll even see cracks in the soil or something like that. The sun was really, whoa, it was really hot the next day. So we came back home, and of course, like I said, when we left the house, the water was starting to get into the house. So we started cleaning. So we cleaned up, and then so thankfully everything that we had elevated, the water, as soon as we left, it rained for like about 2 hours, and then the rain stopped. So that is the good thing. So wow. But anyway, that is an experience that we experienced in the Philippines, and like I said, I made a video about it. So I'll leave the link here in the description box later after this live stream, so that you can go and watch it. Okay, that was a really interesting vlog. Although I didn't have enough battery, that's why I couldn't film. I couldn't film that long, because our phones died. It literally died, because there was blackout the whole night. So anyhow, so like I said, right now I thank God we had to move from that place, move to a higher place. So right now, at least, yes, it is raining, it is typhoon, but I'm no longer scared. That time I was really, every time I hear about typhoon, when I was still in that house, every time I hear there's a typhoon, I'll really be scared. I'm like, oh my God, what if it gets flooded and it gets messy this time? So wow. Anyway, thankfully, and that is how I came to understand, it's not like there's blackout. They literally switch off the lights, because you never know, there might be electric shock or something. So that's why they really switch off the lights, and then they turn it on when they see that the level of the alert level is high, they will switch off the electricity. That way there's no any problems with the shock. So anyhow, so let me see. So wow, Andrea King, thank you so much for the donation, for the $5. Wow, I really appreciate this. So there is this Topista user watching from Lebanon. Yay! Andrea King watching from the United States. Wow, welcome to the building. Who is this? What sign, Zoe? Are you in a relationship? Wow, that is a question for another day. My house is in Mindanao. Time struggle in floods. Wow, you also Mindanao. I thought it is a high, like it's a high place. You also struggle with floods in Mindanao. Wow. Okay. Yeah, actually typhoon, we always struggle. New law, we always struggle with typhoon here in the Philippines. The struggle is really wow. South Africa in Russia. Wow, Russia in the building. Wow. Hi, Nigola. Thank you. Congratulations, Cherono, for 5K subscribers. Yay! Guys, if you're watching this live stream and you have not subscribed yet, please remember to subscribe. This is Africa. Hello, how are you? This Africa is watching from the US. Carlos Imus. Hi, Carlos. Nerma, you wanna come to the Philippines? Okay, so it's really easy. Well, let me know. Like, it's easy to come to the Philippines, and it's really easy to find education here. So that shouldn't worry you so much. Aha. Jean Samonte. Did I pronounce your name correctly? May I know what campus you're on? I am in Antipolo campus. Olfu Antipolo campus. So, Russell, how much your tuition fee? My tuition fee, actually I think I've said in a lot of live streams here. My previous live stream, I think I talked about tuition fee. And like I said, it depends with how much load you have, with the number of it depends, you guys. It depends with the number of subjects that you're taking, and also the level you are in. Okay, so right now my tuition fee is a little bit higher. Yeah, it's a little bit higher. It's around 42,000 pesos this semester alone. Okay, so that is just for the school fees. Nerma is coming from Kericho. You want to know if there is scholarship? Guys, I wouldn't know about scholarship programs here in the Philippines, but maybe there is. I don't know. I cannot really tell you about scholarship programs because I personally am not studying on scholarship, so I wouldn't know about scholarship. But I think you can only be offered scholarship if you are you can only be offered scholarship depending on okay, for the masters I do not know. For the masters I do not know. I can only tell for those people who are undergraduates. Like if you can only get, you can only be eligible for scholarship if you're performing well in school. Okay, so if you're performing well in school and you have a problem with paying your tuition fee, they can offer you a scholarship program, but you have to really be a top performing student, at least show some efforts. Like, so that is how I know about scholarships here. Okay, in the school where I live, where I am right now, the only way you get scholarship is if you are working really hard in school. You are one top performing student. At least that is what I know. I'm not so sure, but that is what I've seen. You have to really perform well. You cannot get scholarship if you're not performing well. So about scholarship for master programs, I cannot really tell you guys. I cannot really tell. So I cannot really tell. Maybe I'll research about it and then let you know, but I cannot really talk about it. Okay, so Nerma, I will have to research about it. I cannot tell you about scholarship in masters, but I feel like masters courses are the cheapest here in the Philippines compared to degree courses. So if you really want to pursue your masters, you can go ahead and come and pursue your masters, because I feel like it's not that pricey. Okay, Lucas Nakash. that last name, that name is hard to pronounce. I'm a Filipino in Madrid, Spain. I'm living with 5 Kenyans. They are from Machakos. Yeah! Wow, say hello to them, Lucas. Say hello to those Machakos Kenyans, okay? Wow. Mervis, I see you. Sound very scary. Yes, it was a scary experience. Watching from Bahrain. Wow. Esther Wanjiku in the building. Wow. Nice to see you. Hassan Jama, I see you. Ligola. Wow. Have you been to Intramuros BGC? Yes, I've been there, but that time when I went there, I wasn't vlogging, I was not doing any videos, so yeah. Trimester in Olfu, no, we don't have, is it a trimester? Trimester is, Russell, is that where you do 3 semesters? Yeah, I think so. We have 2 main semesters, and then the summer classes. The summer, which is not compulsory, you can do it if you want, but it's not compulsory. And guys, I'm feeling so hot. It's hot in the Philippines, you guys. It's raining. It is a cold day, but I'm still sweating. Magandanga B, hi. Gail, Hassan, Jama, BGC. BGC is a vaccine, something else. Wait, let me read your question again. BGC is a vaccine. No. BGC is a vaccine or something else. I don't know. Vaccine? No, there is a place called BGC here. Asang, so I don't know. I forgot to understand. No. We have two. Okay, Russell, we have two major semesters, like I said, and then there is the summer, which is not compulsory. You can decide to do it or not do it. It's not compulsory. Okay, so yeah. Ah, Joe Rich Vicente is living in the BGC. Oh, wow. That is good. Finding a tour guide. Okay, fine, sure. When I go there next, I'll let you know. I went there when I first arrived in the Philippines, but I was not really a vlogger at that time. So that's why. Anyhow, guys, wow. If you're just coming in, remember to leave a thumbs up and let me know where you're watching me from. Comment down below and then I'll be able to answer you. And if you have any questions, guys, ask and I'll be able to answer you. Okay, so for those people who are just coming in, I was just talking about my experience with floods here in the Philippines. I think actually my aim, my goal was not to talk about the floods or my experience with the floods, with the typhoon. So maybe for that reason, I'll have to change the title of my video because I was planning to really talk about something totally different. But I've ended up talking about typhoon rains because, you know, just because it is, oh, I wish you could hear how like it is raining and it is the wind. The sound of the rain outside is scary, you guys. Just, ooh. But I'm so happy right now where I live. There is nothing like floods. There is none at all. So that's why I still have electricity. I'm sure there's places, there are people who are really, by now they don't have any signal in their house. They don't have any electricity because the level of typhoon is higher. Okay, because I'm talking about alert level 5 here. And maybe for them they are talking about alert level they'll be really high. So guys, I want to send my I know there's always the people, actually the people that are normally affected mostly are people who live in Marikina, because I don't know, is it because it's near Marikina River or something? Is that a Marikina River? I don't know. There are people who really, like every time I hear people like this, all of my schoolmates who come from Marikina, they're always like, there was floods, you know. So I don't know, you guys, I hope you guys are safe where you are, you know. So guys, my intention was to do this live stream for like 30 minutes, and it's been 30 minutes already. I love Black People Day. Kyle, I love Black People Day. Nice and lovable. I'm from Philippines. Mabu, hi, welcome. Wow, hi, wow, thank you, Kyle. Yeah. All right, Vicente, sure. Oh, really? Wow, that was nice. Are you a vlogger too? You can cook chapati and sell it. Oh, wow, Lucas, I'm not sure about cooking chapati and selling it, because Filipinos, they I feel like Filipinos wouldn't like chapati. They wouldn't want to eat chapati. Okay, maybe some, but no, I wouldn't. I don't know. Cooking chapati is such a is job. It's a big deal. You need a lot of time in your hands, and for me, I really the little time I get, it's either the free time that I get, I will do probably a vlog or something, because most of the time I'm in school. So cooking chapati and selling is gonna be quite an hassle. But maybe I've actually cooked chapati for some of my friends and they've really liked it. Some of my Filipino friends, and they've liked it. So yeah, for those people who are my friends, they can testify, the Filipino friends, that they've eaten chapati and they've really liked it. But funny thing, Filipinos, okay, but for us we cook it, we make it really soft, but I think if it was really hard, they wouldn't like it. Anyhow, I don't know about that. So Russell, you're in Quezon City. Wow, nice. Anyhow, so guys, wow, thank you so much for joining in this live stream. I really appreciate and I've really had fun talking with you people. You know, I really didn't expect I'll talk this much. Let me even sip some water because, ooh. So guys, if you have any questions, please leave it down below. Let me see if I can answer you. So, and for those people who have asked their questions, I hope I've been able to answer it correctly. So, I hope I've been able to answer it to your satisfaction. Okay, so most of the people, they are always asking me if I'm actually like on scholarship, and no, I am not on scholarship. I'm not actually on scholarship. So, and most person that I get asked is, am I on scholarship, and how they can get scholarship. Guys, the only way you can even get a Filipino scholarship is if you're here and you're in a school already. Okay, I don't know, maybe in other schools or something, but I've not really had, I don't want to say it for sure, but it's really hard to find a Filipino scholarship. You have to be like, I don't know schools that are offering scholarship just like that. So you have to be in a school, enrolled in a school already, and you have to be like you have to perform well. Okay, they cannot just give you a scholarship and you're not performing well. Okay, so you have to really be performing well. So I really do not really know much about scholarship. Those people who are asking me about scholarship, I really do not know much about scholarship, except that I will only tell you the things that I know about scholarship. Like, you have to be here and you have to be enrolled in a school already for the school to see, like, and you have to be enrolled for like a whole semester or something for the school to see that you are performing well. Because I don't know of anyone who will invest on something that is not doing well. Okay, so the only way for you to get a scholarship in the Philippines, you have to be here for at least a semester or a whole year, and then for them to give you a scholarship. And the major the major ingredients the major thing that you need to have for scholarship is to perform well. You have to really perform well. Okay, so that is the only advice I can give you for those people who are asking about scholarship. Okay, so I hope that is well answered. So let me see if I missed anything. Let me see if I missed anything. Jason is saying, I hope you are safe from Typhoon. I heard it's alert level. Yeah, it's alert level 5. Yes, it's alert level 5. And yes, I am very safe. I'm very safe and I'm happy. At least I am safe. I wasn't safe before. So at least now I can say without a doubt that I am safe. And I can, sit without worrying without worrying. Okay, so yeah, guys, my intention was to be here for a few minutes, and I've been for 30 minutes, and now it's been 8 minutes past my target. Okay, so wow, that is how amazing you people are. So if you have any more questions, please ask me, and ask me while I'm still here, and I'll be able to answer you. And if you have not liked this, you're just coming in, please remember to like, and share the video if you can, guys. Share the video if you can. Okay, so thank you so much for joining this live stream. I really appreciate it. So guys, if you're new here, I hope you do consider subscribing. Please, I really appreciate your subscription. Let's get to 6K. Actually, right now, we are on the road to 10K subscribers. So let's get to 10K. I know, I trust you people that you can really get there. So let's get to 10K subscribers. Wow. So thank you so much for joining this live stream. I really appreciate you guys. I really try my best to come here and do a live stream, but then it's exhausting. It takes up time just to sit down and talk to the camera like that. Is not easy. So that's why I always promise to come to do a live stream. I know I've promised a lot of time, like when I come do a live stream, sit down with you guys and I have a good time, and then I'll be like, okay, we'll do a live stream such a date, and then I end up not doing the live stream. So I really apologize being an inconsistent live streamer. I know I've been I've been really inconsistent when it comes to doing live streams. Okay, but I'll try my best whenever I can, whenever I get time. I'll be coming here and having a conversation with you guys. You know, this is the only way we can connect. This is the only way you can get to ask me direct questions. Even though in your comment section, I always keep, if you comment anything, I always try to answer. If you ask a question, I always try to answer. Like, I respond to my comments, you guys. That is how much I appreciate my subscribers, and I always respond to each and every comment. Okay, so whenever you can, feel free to leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts, wherever it is at all, you guys. And let's try to be positive. Sometimes, you know, sometimes I really can't understand why some YouTubers don't read comments. You know, sometimes you'll just go to some YouTubers channel and you'll write a comment and you know it will never be seen, because, you know, some YouTubers don't see comments because some people can be mean. Some people can be mean. Some people can be mean when writing comments, you guys. Some people can just say hurting things, but for me, I always try, no matter how bad or good the comment is, I'll always try to respond, or just, you know, I'll make sure that I read all of my comments. So feel free to write up your comments, and remember to thumbs up, you guys. Like. Okay, so anyhow, guys, I think this is where I'm going to end the live stream. Thank you so much for joining in. I really appreciate you guys. So I don't know if there's any more questions. If you're just coming in, this is a live Q&A where you can get to ask anything and I'll be able to answer. Okay, so anyhow, so guys, since there is no more questions, I beg to leave now. It's actually getting late. I need to start sleeping. So thank you so much for joining this live stream, you guys. I really appreciate you people. Thank you so much. And if you have not subscribed yet, remember to subscribe. We are on the road to 10,000 subscribers, so let's get there, you guys. I know, I believe in you. I know we can get there, so let's get there. So thank you so much for watching this live stream. I really appreciate you. I'll see you on my next one. Bye. Bye, guys.